Alrighty. Welcome to IPM Day Preview. My guest is Mark Brown. He is the featured speaker at upcoming IPM Day, hosted by Project Management Institute New Jersey chapter. Mark is the winner of the illustrious Toastmaster World Championship of Public Speaking. He has delivered more than 3,500 presentations to more than 1.7 million people. Mark is an expert in helping people overcome their fears to reach their maximum potential. He has been featured in New York Times, Men's Health, CNN Headline News, and even had his own PBS special, which was nominated for the Emmy Award. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Igor. Glad to be with you tonight. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Can you give a little glimpse of what you have in store for the attendees at the IPM Day?
Certainly. Yes, the program is called 8 Ways Leaders Get Things Done, and those who read the description will probably wonder, that word 8 is spelled funny.
That's right.
Well, it is a pun. It is meant to raise some curiosity and some questions, and the answer is simply this. I do have 8 ideas I will share at the program. And the reason I put ATE is because all 8 ideas end with the letters ATE. For example, I believe to be effective as a leader and as a manager, one has to communicate very well. And the word communicate, of course, ends in ATE. And that's one of the points I'll make during our time together. I know very often we think of communication as someone speaking and someone listening. But for managers and leaders, it goes a bit deeper than that. I'll explore a little more in-depth how we can be more effective as communicators and therefore more effective as managers and as leaders. And I'll share one of the deadliest 4-letter words that we use in our daily communication. To find out what that is, you'll have to join us at the meeting when we talk about it. A couple others have to do with how we delegate responsibility and not do it all ourselves. I also talk about how we can participate, be involved in the process, but not too involved. There's a fine line there between becoming overbearing and taking over and allowing people to do what they do best and helping other people to grow. So we'll talk about that as well. So I mentioned communicate. I mentioned, of course, delegate. I did mention participate. And there's one more I'll tease with, and that's called relate. How well do we relate? Do we work with? How well do they relate to us? Do we understand each other beyond just the business world? Do we really appreciate what their lives are like? What do we have in common? How can we, by our life experience, help each other, not just on the job, but in life, so we can all improve and achieve peak performance, to overcome some barriers, some obstacles we may have faced? Because you know what, Igor? Perhaps I have to work with you. And in your life experience, you've gone through some things that I am now experiencing myself. And being able to relate to you and you relate to me, you can actually help me to grow as an employee, as a co-worker, as an individual, by virtue of your experience, not just on the job, but in life. And I believe that for us to be effective as managers, as leaders, as associates, we have to look beyond just the office and look outside to the world we live in, how we communicate, how we relate, how we appreciate each other, how we understand what each other has to go through in life. And I found that if we can build relationships and learn to relate to each other, we can all be more effective, we can help each other grow, and that to me is a win-win. So the ideas I'll share, Igor, really have to do, are really very basic, but as we go deep down and in depth, we find there is much more to a simple word like relate than one may think. Oh, Mark, we all know, communicate, we all know that, we got to talk and listen, we understand that, but there is some depth to it. We'll discuss in detail, we'll interact, and I may even make reference to some media, some film, and some movies just to make it more interesting. But I think the idea is to have fun in the process, because we learn best in times of enjoyment. We can have fun in the process, but also learn how we can be more effective day by day as managers, as leaders. And my one main goal is this: to help people excel, to be better tomorrow than you are today. I push myself. I'm always learning, always growing, always changing. If I can share my experience, what I've learned, the things I've received, the nuggets I've gained, with others, then we can all learn, we can all grow, we can all improve, we can all strive for greater excellence every single day. It is my hope that when we get together to talk about this, everyone wins.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the teaser. I'm sure the attendants will love your presentation, and I'll see you at the IPM Day. Thank you.
Well, thank you again. Thank you and everyone there for the opportunity to serve you. I look forward to it. I'm eager to meet you all. I'm eager to meet you all. That's a bad pun, I know. But I really am. And my only goal there is to serve you and your associates to the best of my ability. And I can't wait to be with you.
Thank you.